Grimace has been working out.
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Hot Toys Avengers Infinity War THANOS. So here we are, and there he is. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. I need to move him over because this is a big box. And as you can see, we have a very nice big image here of THANOS himself. THANOS, 1/6 scale collectible figure, Avengers Infinity War. On this side of the box, THANOS. On the other side of the box, THANOS. On the top, THANOS. On the bottom, Avengers Infinity War. And on the back of the box, you have a big old warning. Don't eat anything in this box. That could be very bad for you. And we can remove the slip cover here. And in here, obviously, is where the figure sits. Hi! Avengers Infinity War logo. Nothing on this side. You got the Gauntlet on that side. And on the back, you have the credits of all the people responsible for the production of this figure. And that's basically it for the packaging. Hear me and rejoice, for we are in the presence of the great THANOS. But anyway, here we have THANOS, the main baddie in Avengers Infinity War, and this is an amazing figure, in my opinion anyway. This figure is just awesome, really, really cool. So let's bring him over and try to get a good look at the details here. He is quite large, so I might have to just kind of bring him down. I'm going to have to come down here. There we go. There we go. So let's get a good look at this head sculpt here. Really nicely done head sculpt, as you can see. Just really nicely done, nicely detailed. As always, the eyes are just nicely painted. He looks almost alive, which is kind of creepy. They always make the eyes look so realistic on these figures, and that's just, it's a little disturbing, but it's cool at the same time. But really nicely done head sculpt. It's quite good. And you can see the nice gold here on the chest, on the shoulders, and all around very nicely done. You can see all the nice musculature there, and the veins in his arms. Got the gold there across the waist. Let me straighten out his legs here. Ooh, you can already hear those nice ratchets there. You can see the pants done in a nice fabric, and his big old boots. You can see they look a little dingy, a little worn, as they should be. But some nice detail there in the boots. Even the bottom of the boots are detailed there. And moving up the back. Again, really nicely done. As always, very nice attention to detail. And let's come down here and let's take a look at the Infinity Gauntlet itself, which looks almost as good as my Infinity Ring. Mine's is shinier, but anyway. But here's the Infinity Gauntlet itself. Again, really nicely detailed. Some nice gold going on there. You got all of the Infinity Stones on there as well. Just really nicely done. Very cool. Looks so good. Looks so good. So there you have that. Now, articulation-wise, the head is on a ball joint, so you can get some good wiggly-waggly there. You can get him looking up a good ways, get him looking down a good ways. Head can rotate, it can do a full 360, but you might want to be careful because you don't want to, damage anything on the collar or damage anything on the head sculpt itself. The shoulders can do a full 360, can move in and out that far, as you can hear, on a nice ratchet. As far as the elbows go on this arm, on the left arm, you get 1, 2, 3 clicks, and that's as far as you get as far as the left arm goes. As far as an elbow bend, that's as far as it goes. You can rotate at the gauntlet itself, coming down to the hands. The wrists are on a ball joint, so you get wiggly-waggly rotation in and out. The fingers are articulated. The thumb is on a ball joint at the base, so it can rotate and wiggle waggle, and you also have a hinge right here. Each finger is on a hinge at the base that allows it to move a little bit, and then you have a hinge right there and a hinge right there. That's how all of the fingers work. So you can't really make a good-looking fist out of this hand, but there is a way around that, and we'll get to that in a little bit. You can't even really get a good... I was really hoping you can get a good, maybe a good snapping pose, which kind of can, but not really. But, you know. Hey, sometimes a little imagination plays part as well. But now let's talk about the right arm. The right arm, again, does have that full rotation in and out. You do get a deeper elbow bend on the right arm. You get 90 degrees of bend there. And that hand, that wrist is on a ball joint, so again, you get that wiggly waggly there. So you get a little bit more range of movement on the right arm. He does have waist rotation, which is also ratcheted. Legs can move forward, that far. Back, not really. Outward, you can get out about that far. You do have thigh rotation in there. He does have a double jointed knee, which gets you a little over 90 degrees of bend. And his big old feet are on a big old ball joint. They can move up a little bit, down some. You get some tiltage as well as rotation. So now let's get down to some comparisons here. Now, as far as height goes, this figure does stand at about 16 inches tall, so he is quite a large figure, as you can clearly see. But here he is with cap. So you can see how that works out. Here he is with the Man of Iron. Here he is with Hulk, who is a big boy in his own right. And you can see he's actually a bit taller than Thanos. But Thanos still kicked his butt. And here he is with the little one, his little one, Gamora. So you can see how they look side by side. So there you go. So now let's talk about accessories. The first thing you get, as always, is the display base. And we're getting closer. Avengers Infinity War, Thanos, and of course you get the little transparent arm here with the cradle that nestles him ever so gently under his unmentionables. Oops, I mentioned them. But you do have an option as far as this portion of the base. As you can see here, you have that kind of rocky terrain pictured. But if you want, let me just take this out. So you can either have this, or if you want, you can just pop this off, and you have this underneath it. So you got Avengers Infinity War logo again, you got the Gauntlet right there, and that looks pretty cool. So you have the option for what you want Thanos standing on, which is quite cool. I like that. I like that. Options are good. And you also get this big old cardboard backdrop here, which we recognize this background here from the movie, which is quite cool. And we can just sit the base right there. This is kind of not wanting to cooperate with me today. What? Come on, man. Come on, work with me. Work with me. There we go. We got that going on. And we're going to take Thanos and just plop him down right there. So that makes for a pretty cool display if you want to take advantage of it. He does also come with optional hands. The one that is on him right now is just the closed fist, but you do also get an open, relaxed hand right there, and you get kind of clutchy, grabby hand as well. And the hands are very easy to swap out. You just pop it off the ball joints, and you take the new hand and just pop it right on. And there you go. You can clutchy and grabby. He does also have an alternate head, an alternate head, which, again, wonderfully detailed. Looks amazing. Even the teeth are just really nicely detailed. So you have that as well. And the head is also very easy to swap. Again, just on a ball joint. Just pop it off. Pop new head on. There you go. Grrr. And the last thing you get is an alternate left arm. here in a fixed pose. Look at that bicep. Look at that bicep! Thanos does not skip arm day. No, he does not. But there you go. You can see it's just in a fixed pose here. You do get rotation at the Infinity Gauntlet itself. You have a hinge there for the shoulder. We'll show that off in a little bit. And again, the hand is on a ball joint to get wiggly waggly. The fingers are not posable. This is also just in a fixed position, but still just as nicely detailed. And to swap the arms, again, very easy. Just went for the head. Anyway, apparently that wasn't on there quite securely. There we go. Oh man, history is repeating itself. But replacing the arm, you just pop it off at the ball joint, and you just pop the new one on. There you go, it pops right in, and there you go. And now you can get that classic pose there going on if you want. And if you're wondering, yes, the hands are interchangeable between the two arms. So if you want the posable fingers on this arm, you can do so, because again, all of this is just on ball joints. So you can pop this off and you can just pop that on. So if you want a posable hand on this arm, you can do so. And if you just want that, you know, fixed closed fist on this arm, you can do that as well. So again, you have more options there as far as display. All right, you know what? You know what? I don't like the way Thanos is looking at me. I'm gonna go for the head again. I'm just gonna, because this is just, yeah, this is kind of disturbing. I don't like the way he's looking at me. I just don't like the way he's looking at me. There you go. Okay. There we go. Okay, that's much better. I feel a little safer now, but not by much. So now the last feature to show off is the lights. Yes, you get some lights to go off in the gauntlet itself, and we just rotate this around, and this panel right here does pop off this panel, and right in here is where the batteries go, and you can see on the cover itself it tells you what kind of batteries it uses. The batteries are included, so you don't have to worry about that. You will get those in the box, and you can see on-off switch is right there. And let's get a good shot here, and when we turn it on, whoop, the gauntlet lights up, and that's really cool. The stone on the thumb, not so well, but you know, kind of turn his hand in an unnatural pose, you can kind of get that that green stone lit up a bit better. But yeah, the gauntlet lights up all nice and bright like, which is pretty cool. Love that, love that. And this arm does have the light in it as well. Again, you just pop off that panel, and there's the on-off switch, and you can turn that on, whoop, and that one will light up as well. So really cool that you get that nice light up feature there with the Infinity Gauntlet. I love that. Really, really cool. So there you go. So there you have Infinity War Thanos. This is a really well done figure in my opinion. I absolutely love it. He's a little lacking in articulation in some places, but otherwise really cool, really well done. Just an overall big, solid, sturdy figure. I am pleased. I am quite pleased. So there you go. Now, if you would like this or any other Hot Toys figures, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There will be a link in the description down below, so you can check that out. You can also check out my Hot Toys playlist for any reviews you may have missed. Also linked in the description down below, so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it. So don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter. All that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Hot Toys Avengers Infinity War Thanos. And this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud. Palm in your face. You cannot defeat me, Stark, for I am inevitable. And I am rich. What? What does that have to do with anything? No, I'm just saying I could probably just find a way to buy myself out of this situation. Yeah. Good luck with that.